What's good, y'all? This is Courtney, and we're going to talk about Klaus, Season 3, Episode 2, Muscle and Flow. This episode had quite a bit to do with fathers, which is only right, because it came out on Father's Day, so, yeah. And, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of jerked at the heartstrings in a couple of scenes, you know. So, let's get started. Alright. We got EJ. EJ, that's Jen's baby daddy. He came out of prison early. And he wants to meet his daughter, which is Brienne. Which is only right. That's his kid. He got every right to see her. Jen kind of taking aback with it, cause he like showed up or whatever, and so she kind of brushes it on the rug somewhat. But you know, EJ is determined. He wants to see his kid, wants to see his child. Now they meet up again. At this park, he brings her coffee or whatnot. And, you know, they kind of go back to reminiscing, you know, like how things was back in the day when they were roll tight, you know, when they were together. And he lets it be known that, you know, in Florida, he got every right to get joint custody of that girl. Hold up, y'all. You know, got every right to joint custody of that baby and stuff like that. So it was said in a threatening manner, and Jen took it as such. And she asked him, "Is that a threat?" Homeboy like, "Take it how you feel." And I really wish that when they met up again, they kind of met like with a mediator, and the mediator is you know, somebody don't know them, but their best interest is for the baby. Because the way that's going, we gonna see who gonna really get hurt the worst is that baby. It's Brienne. So, now we hear about Jen's greatest fear. Her greatest fear was dealing with, you know, thing with Brienne and EJ and all that. Now, they show a scene like she in the store with Brienne looking at dolls. All the dolls she sees is white. And she's like, "Why they ain't got no black baby dolls, mama?" And so Jen like asked the people in front, "Yo, do y'all got any black dolls?" And the cashier like, "No, we got black licorice, black woo-de-woo, and all." And just like when Jen's getting ready to turn and tell her daughter, here we go see a teenage Brienne, who I ain't gonna lie, she looks like Jen. The teenage Brienne look a whole lot like Jen. I ain't gonna even much lie. I said, y'all did good with that casting. And basically teenage Brienne is basically voicing all of these fears that Jen has. You know? And the thing like with Jen is she's scared that her main fear is that she's scared that once Brienne go meet her father and see the other side of the family, she gonna wanna stay there because she has something that she could identify with. All of them look like her, you know. And then Jen, like, she's scared that she's gonna get this resentment from Brienne due to the fact that you kept me from that side of the family, my other side and all. And you know, it was like, did Brienne feel like she was the odd one out? When I say odd one out, did she feel like, you know, she was around her mom and them? None one of them look like her. The only people that do look like her was Virginia, Dean, and Dez. So, you know, I'm quite sure Brienne felt some kind of way. You know, come on now. She ain't dumb. Kids ain't dumb by no kind of means. Kids are coming out the womb smarter than a little bit. You hear me? So, I wholeheartedly, that's Jen's fear. Now, I ain't gonna stand here and say that Jen wasn't no good mama. Jen is a good mama. She loved both her girls. And, Bryce, he's a good father. He loved both of them girls. Now, I wonder, while, raising Brienne, did she even try to get in contact with EJ's folks? Because, she says in this episode that, EJ grandma or mama loves me. I said, okay, well, she loves you. Did you take her to see? Did you let her see her granddaughter? Her grandchild? You know what I'm saying? And I honestly believe that didn't happen. So my thing is this, like, why? Why didn't you? If you didn't, 'cause I really don't think you did. And that might be what's biting you in your ass right now. And you had to deal like with biracial kids. I'm not biracial, I'm black. But I got quite a few biracial cousins and shit. I think a couple of biracial nieces and nephews and everything. And my whole thing is this, especially if they're raised by one side of the family. If you can, please expose your kid to the other side of their family. You know what I'm saying? Other side of the culture. Just expose them to it. And that goes with, like dealing with like with single parent. A lot of times with the single parent just keep the kid with them. And they side don't never really let the kid explore the other side of the family, and it becomes a disjustice to the kid, so, but, child, now, EJ, I was rooting for your ass now, because you deserve to see your daughter, you deserve to be in your daughter's life, but that stunt you pulled at the end, that was foul. And listen, all I'm saying is this. Most folks that fuck with them, talking about Jen, Bryce, and they end up being 6 feet under. And so I already copped your motherfucking future, bro. You finna die. Now, Jen go get Bryce and they go meet up. Now, Jen, I understand you bring your husband. Yeah, he raised Brienne, and that's your husband. He see Brienne as his. You know what I'm saying? And all that. But we all know how Bryce is. Bryce be on 100. You be on 100. And EJ, you be on 100 too now, bro. Now listen, you let your petty come out when they showed up, and then you start talking out the side of your mouth about Jen. You know what I'm saying? And I wholeheartedly feel that you hold a whole lot of animosity towards her due to the fact that she did not wait for you when you came out of prison. She didn't wait for you. And that was not her obligation to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how it left off. Did she tell you I'ma holler at you pimping and woo-to-woo or whatever? But, she still had a life though, bruh. But you call her a bitch. You talking about she a gold digger because she went and got with Bryce. And we all know who Bryce family is. The Dixon Mafia and all that. And Bryce threw that one punch. It didn't connect. But them other ones did. And I was peeping T that looked like EJ wasn't really fighting all that much against Bryce. And there's a reason. Because that friend that was with EJ recorded it. So that video's finna go viral. And being that the state of race relations is, you know what I'm saying? It's finna cause a whole lot of shit. And we had to see what the population feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta see how media gonna spin this. And we're gonna see how EJ gonna use this shit to basically find a way to snatch Brienne from Jen. And all I'm gonna say is, nigga, you finna die. And it's gonna be a whole lot of mess. I just see a whole lot of fuck shit coming out with this right here. And then I'm like thinking, you doing this because 9 times out of 10, it's pettiness. You know what I'm saying? And you feel some kind of way, you know. And then I'm trying to figure out, didn't you think that y'all couldn't come together like with people with sense? Why you didn't bring your mama? Could your mama be a better mediator? You know, Jen didn't have to bring her mama because her mama a hot mess. But, you know, could there been any kind of way y'all could have handled this like y'all got some damn sense? No, because this is Claus and it don't go like that. Child, this gonna be some mess. You better listen here, EJ. You better hope you don't be nowhere near Bryce and Bryce have a pen. You see what I'm saying? Cause we all know how what Bryce did to the Jewish square dancer instructor. That's all I'm saying. And Bryce was cold-blooded with it too, bitch. Bryce don't care about killing bugs, especially deal with his wife and them kids. Bryce do not care. So, you know, I don't know, there's gonna be some hot mess, and I can't wait to see how it unfold, bruh, for real. Alright, so let's see. I got notes, y'all. I got notes. Desna buys the salon back from auction, and so while she's doing that, she knows she gonna have to be at the casino because she trying to keep an eye on Mac and Melba, trying to see what's going on because she knows some shit is going on. She knows about the money laundering and things like that, right? But she wants in, but she wants to get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about, you gonna hear this name Trip. Now the accountant showed up and basically told her, like, you know, we're under money and there's under this account called Trip. And we see, you're gonna hear about that Trip name a whole lot. So Uncle Daddy shows up. He wants to run the clinic, and basically, you know, Desna give him a hard time, which is, you know, can't fault her. And so they agree on a price. Now he leaves the shop. Roller pulls up, but Toby up in Uncle Daddy's ear talking about, she still ain't giving you respect. And I'm like, Toby, shut the fuck up. Need a hush. Cause you are on borrowed time, bruh, baby. You on borrowed time. Cause listen, while you was up in there trying to ear hustle in that, you know, in the salon, cause you looking real fucking nervous. Real damn nervous. You already know Dean wants you dead. And then when Roller find out it's you gonna die. Roller don't play when it comes to Desna. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know how first season was. I feel like, you know, only Roller could kill Desna. I'm just saying. But, you know, they have grown. So, yeah. Now, when Roller shows up, Uncle Dad tries to say something. You know how Roller slick at the mouth. And Toby gets up in Roller's face like, you don't talk to Uncle Daddy like that. And Roller looks at Uncle Daddy and looks at and says, you need to put a muzzle on your bitch. I was like, bruh. Dude, that is your stepmama. Why is you doing that? Why are you talking to her like that? Listen. Bruh. Listen. Forgive me if that's not the pronoun he go under. Whatever. But let's be real. Toby stepped in when Auntie Mama went on the glory. When Auntie Mama went on the glory, Toby stepped in and filled that vacancy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, I was surprised. I was like, God damn, Roll, I thought you liked it, Toby. I thought y'all got along. Listen, Roller ain't got shit to do with Uncle Daddy. And, you know, basically, Roller needs a job. And we all know Roller ain't gonna work for Uncle Daddy. And so, you know, Dad's not gonna have to find him some work. Now, we get to the casino. Now, Melba, Matt, and her general manager, which we gonna call Killer Bay, who I think it already been set in stone that that's gonna be Polly's new penis. I'm sorry, Ken. You know, I love you and Polly together, but it ain't gonna happen this season for what I get. I don't know what you gonna have to do to get back in her good graces. Maybe you gonna have to kill a motherfucker, you know, to show some street cred or whatever. I don't damn know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because, ever since that, she had that, mental break in season 2, I guess she trying her best to work through it and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, where we going with? We're going with boo. So, Mac and Melba like this. Melba is like this. Melba saying, listen, we got to get these motherfuckers out of here until they figure out what's going on with this money, and until they figure out that you don't belong to no real tribe. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell you mean he don't belong to a... Hold up, that Indian tribe he from ain't real. Is y'all trying to say he not really Native American? He Native American though. Ain't he Native American? I was like, y'all done goofed the government for tax breaks. I said, for real? I hollered. That shit was hilarious. I hollered. So they get jobs. Jen is working like the concierge, VIP concierge, whatever, and she working there beside Melba. Jen is trying to figure out what she could get out of Melba. This chick show up, Penelope Summers. Who, okay, is she Niecy Nash's daughter? Cause y'all can't tell me they ain't can. When I tell you she look just like Niecy, so but she's smaller. Is that either her daughter, her baby sister, or first cousin? Cause first cousins, they could look like, they look like twins. When they come out the same snatch of nuts. So I'll try to figure out what's going on with her. Now she knows about Trip. She is blackmailing due to the fact that she got a bun in the oven and it's Trips. And she like, if you don't do what I do, I'm finna run my trap. And we all know that ain't gonna end up well. And we see toward at the end of that little bit, it didn't end well. Cause she got murked by Killer Bay, who is gonna be Polly's new penis. Yeah. Also, when they were doing the whole so Melba gives Desna the job of being the MC for the pageant, the bodybuilder pageant and everything. When they were showing the judges, I saw my stepmom. She's an actress. She does acting, modeling. She was an extra there and everything. She's a chick with the fro. I was like, look. I'm so happy for her, proud of her. She also got a talent agency down here, and she be gone all over. I'm so happy for her, proud for her, love you. And yeah, Desna thought she was gonna be able to protect Penelope. It didn't work out. It didn't work out because Killer Bay got him. So now the thing with Trip. Alright, so Polly, she decides she gonna go do some snooping. And so she goes into Mac and Melba's office and everything, look around trying to see what's going on. Now, Killer Bay catches her, right? And, they start talking, conversating and everything. And, he tells her that he the one painted that painting, that portrait of them naked. And I'm like, okay, how long have you known them? Did they raise you or some shit? I was like, I don't fucking know. But, and then he pulls out this goddamn prehistoric strap-on. I'm like, why do they have a strap-on in their office? That's their business. Whatever they want to do behind closed doors, that's their business. I ain't in it. But, how do you know that it's there? I'm like, why? So, yeah. And then they start going back. We all know Polly lied quicker than a little bit. And we see he is kind of like in the same cloth. He goes back telling about his childhood or some shit. And then you try wait a minute. Why that sound familiar? And so I go on Twitter while it's going to come. And I'm go on Twitter, look and see. And somebody said, why he lying and he talking about his childhood? That was Bambi. And I was like, you and Paula, y'all meant for each other. Y'all meant for each other. So while Paula was looked like she was getting mesmerized by this fool or whatever, and looked like he probably was too. Cause I'm just saying. See a picture, a large frame, and it has Tripp at the end. Come to find out, Tripp is the governor of Florida. Michael Melba is laundering money for Tripp, campaign money, if I'm guessing, and all that, right? Quiet Ann's brother, remember, for second season, he probably running for office. If I remember right, I think he running for governor. So, yeah, that finna be some mess. It finna be some hot mess. And I hope we get to see the brother again. Cause I liked him. I liked his character and all that. So, yeah, that. Lord Jesus. But, what up? What's next? Virginia, we all know she has the ratchet shining, due to she got that eye from the Ricky Hiller. So she sees that, she at the shrimp shack and Uncle Daddy there, and her juju starts to work, and she basically tells Uncle Daddy, listen, you're gonna have to let that go. You're gonna have to tell him, get that guilt off you, get that bad juju off of you, whatever. And Uncle Dad like, what you talking about? How you know that? And then Uncle Dad just started breaking down. And it's almost like a cleansing of the soul with Uncle Daddy. And so Uncle Daddy got this new lease on life. And he goes and basically, tells Ken, the head nurse, Bryce there and Toby's there, Dad, listen, we finna make this clinic legal. And I'm like, how? And Ken like, what? And even the nurse like, huh? Ken talking about, I need Valium. Virginia there smiling, like, she like she an angel and shit. Angel and Gucci. And and I'm kind of looking at Toby, because I wonder will Toby still stay. See, this is why I say that. Okay, we all know Toby loves Uncle Daddy. We know that. But in the midst of all that love and everything, was it the adrenaline and the excitement that your zaddy is one of the biggest motherfucking mob heads in South Florida? You know what I'm saying? So with him trying to go legit with that street cred or whatever, or with the excitement of it leaving, will he be bored? You get me? And even though Uncle Daddy ain't shit, we all know he ain't. We all still love his ass. We still love Uncle Daddy. And I would hate for him to lose Toby. But regardless of whatever, he gonna lose him anyway. Cause once Dean and Roller find out, they gonna kill him. But it is what it is. So we get to the scene with Bryce, Roller, Uncle Daddy. And Uncle Daddy basically says, now when he breaks this down, he said, listen, your daddy was a first-rate gangster, but he was also an ain't shit nigga, especially when he started drinking. And he basically tell her that, they daddy was beating their mama and them. And he said, but you also was this. What happened was in a man's home was his business. Now, mind you, being that was his brother, whatever was going on behind his brother's doors was his brother's business, not his. That was the time he grew up in. And I was like, well, he telling the truth. Because I grew up in that era when it was like that. Let's be honest, it's just recently that people, family, and basically trying to do a more proactive way of dealing with issues of domestic violence and child abuse and all that shit. Even with child molestation, dealing with family members doing that stuff, it used to be, especially, it used to be like when you have a family gathering, you know you have a cousin that's, you know, he touches the kids. Motherfuckers be like, don't have so and so in the room with so and so. Keep an eye on so and so. You know, it's just recently that motherfuckers start calling the police, going to, you know, getting the legal, you know, getting the cops in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Or handling that shit, you know, whatever. Just recently. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but what he was talking, that was true. So he said that, you know, he held on that gift for all them years, being that, you know, he didn't do like he could have to protect their mama and protect them kids and stop his brother for doing what he did. And, you know, said that their mom would come all the time. She would be when they come to his house, and he will always send her back. Put her back in the car, take her back to his brother. And basically, the last time, he basically walked her to her grave. You know. And Roller was like, you know, Roller was mad. And Roller like, why you telling these lies and stuff like that. And when Roller was beating that table, it scared the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna lie. And, you know, even Bryce had to tell him, listen, bro, I remember Dad had me hold his teeth while he beat Mama with the VCR. You know, and if you pay attention to the scene, you saw why Uncle Daddy was telling that man, telling what was going on, the truth or whatever. Did you notice how the camera would look at Bryce? It'd be on Bryce, but it was Bryce watching Roller, keeping an eye on Roller. Now, man, I'm quite sure when, you know, when they took the kids in, because, you know, Uncle Daddy found out, Uncle Daddy went to the brother house and basically killed their daddy. Popped them full of lead, snatched them kids, and raised them on his own. I'm quite sure all the time when Roller was growing up, and all of them, the family, they would talk about Roller's dad, but probably embellish it, you know, to make it seem like, yeah, he was a hustler, he was a gangster, he woo-woo-woo, but he was this, he was that, and, you know, make him larger in life, just to protect Roller. And I'm quite sure probably Bryce did the same thing too, so he could protect his baby brother, protect the view of how, you know, the view of the dad or whatever. Because I just thought about it, like last season when Roller was, you know, he got that doubts in his head. I think, was it Clint the one brung it up about about his dad, and Uncle Daddy's handling in it. When Roller went to go talk to Bryce about that, Bryce said, man, leave that alone. Because, you know, Bryce had kind of like brushed that shit under the rug, because Bryce knew. He knew the truth. He knew what happened. And I think for him to protect his baby brother, he went along with Uncle Daddy and, you know, Auntie Mama and all them. And they basically, you know, talked about Roller's dad like he was this badass gangster, but he was a loving ass father. You know what I'm saying? And he was a good husband to y'all mama. And I'm thinking with Roller was probably so young, he don't remember all the evil shit that went down in that house. Or probably it was like, you know, probably pushed them bad images and them bad memories in the back of his head, you know, back of the memory and all that shit like that. So, you know, Roller got up, and, you know, Clay, which is Uncle Daddy, you know, he was like, he finally got that shit off of him, that stress and everything off of him. And Roller said, "You're dead to me," and walked off. And I know that snatched Uncle Daddy's soul, cause y'all know how he is about Roller. That's his baby. That's his baby boy. He loved him some Roller. And you have to think, I honestly believe they really ain't touching on it, but it's probably gonna come up later on this season. Like with last season, it talk about Uncle Daddy's health. He on borrowed time, y'all, cause Raval was telling him, bruh, you just name those symptoms off of him, like, nigga, you need to get on some goddamn high blood pressure meds. And then when Auntie Mama's ghost came, she put her hand on his chest and said, they told me up there that you ain't got long. Like that. So Uncle Daddy's on borrowed time. So I don't know what Uncle Daddy got to do. Get him a new heart. Or bruh, get you some blood pressure med. Get to a doctor. You got Ken. I'm quite sure Ken could prescribe you some goddamn blood pressure meds, bruh. So Roller goes to his safe haven. And his safe haven is Desna. And, you know, he goes into her office and basically says, I'm tired of Uncle Dad's bullshit. I need you. And whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. And, you know, Desna don't know what's going on. And, you know, he all up on her, put on the desk, kiss, woo-woo and everything. And she's like, okay, so he needs this physical shit. And, you know, she like, do you need me to choke your dick, baby? And he like, no. He pushed her hand down and said, no. I was like, no, he needs you to choke a dick, bitch. And, you know, so they do what it do. Right? And, we can all tell that Roller loves this. And, you know, at the, you know, like, his character, I had to give it to the writers, because he was an ain't shit piece of shit first season. But they, you know, when we saw what happened to him, how he got hit, you know, got held captive by the crazy artists, and, you know, had a chain around his neck, shock collar, he was getting his dick took, you know, let's be real, homegirl was raping him. And all that stuff. And you had to think about all the fuck shit that he did to Desna. And, you know, he treated Virginia like shit, too. He did her bad, too. And so, you know, it's all like, you have to learn your lesson to change and learn your lesson to be humble. You know, and everything. Karma is a bitch. You know, you get what I'm saying? And so, he probably still dealing with the after effects of all that shit that happened. You know? So, it just made him humble. It slowed his ass down. And, you know, second season, it seemed like him and Desna they had a friendship. You know. But he still, he only had eyes for Desna. And then, like, at the end of season 1, when he was talking about, like, I fought for you. And, you know, he all thought Desna only loved him for the money. Like them other hoes. I think, you know, listen, Desna loved Roller, but she knew he was an ain't shit nigga. So she just kept that close to chest. You know. And like second season come, and then, you know, Roller done got married. So she can't touch Roller no more. It is what it is. You know, they done. And then here comes this man from her dreams. He's a doctor. He got money. He this, he that. Like a Prince Charming, if you will, with her. And, you know, she like, how could I ever snatch a mug like this? And it happens, and next thing you know, she find out he cheating on her with the Russian, with her Russian boss, and they planning on killing her. And so, she said, you know what? F this. I'm all about money. I'm all about taking over. I'm all about my girls. I ain't got time to worry about no man. And, you know, she locked that heart up of hers. Locked that heart up. But, listen, she loves Roller. But, Roller, you got a job on your hands. So, when she shows up at the shop, and Roller's there waiting on her, and Roller basically says that I changed, D. You know, he apologized for all the shit he did and all that stuff, that foul shit he done. Whatever. And, you know, she's like, listen, every man that I give my heart to, I fall for, they end up wanting to kill me. They end up trying to kill me. Roller. Revive. And she said, listen, I ain't got time for, you know, I don't believe in that shit no more. You know, it is what it is, you know, And, you know, Roller like, listen, I changed. And she said, you say you changed? Then prove it. Roller, you got work to do. That's your job, Roller. You're going to have to prove your worth, my nigga. You're going to have to prove your worth. So, I'm quite sure you'll do it. You'll do it. You will get it done. Is that it, y'all? That's it, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below and everything. And that's it. Bye.